In this episode, I'm going to show you how to take the wheel back and control your own life. Let's rise.
Rising to be. Rising to be productive. Rising to be organized. Rising to be inspired. Who are you rising to be? New podcast every Tuesday. New videos every Wednesday and Saturday.
Hello everyone, I'm Christina B Rising and welcome to the Rising to Be Show, the only place on the internet where I help you rise to be who you want to be, helping you rise to be productive, organized, and inspired. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday on my channel and on my podcast, Rising to Be, every Tuesday, available wherever you can listen for free. Watch next week's episode early by joining my Patreon for exclusive and early access content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/rising to be. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can become a riser. And click the bell so that you can be notified every time there's a brand new episode. So let's get into this episode.
Are you tired of 2020 and want to start creating a better life in 2021? Then check out my goal setting workbook to help you create the life you want in 2021. Write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. Available now in my Etsy shop, Rising to Be. Save 20% off your order using code GOALS21. Keep rising to be who you want to be.
Happy National I Am in Control Day, and today's episode is going to be about taking the wheel back and controlling your own life. Now without further ado, the first tip I have for you is 1. Be more selfish. Love change, fear staying the same. Maxine Lagasse. Look, I get you're a good person, but if you spend all of your free time helping others, you won't have any time to work on your own goals, relationships, and problems. This may sound a bit controversial to you, but it's actually okay to be selfish. It actually is. Hear me out. Being selfish in every aspect isn't okay, but being selfish in certain areas in your life is. It's a game changer. You may feel as though you can't bet on yourself or that others in your life need you to be there for them. And they do, but your family and friends also need for you to become the best version of yourself. Because when you start to help yourself by improving your life, by them being in your life, they are also getting improved from being around you. I'm sure you've heard the saying, you are who you surround yourself with, and this is beyond true. You don't always have to change the circles you are a part of. You can start by making small changes in your life. And of course, once you've done that, you have to move on to major changes. Because by choosing to make a selfish change in your life, you not only help yourself, but also those you care about. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. James Baldwin. Tip 2, forget about what they think. If you always have to be the bigger person, maybe you shouldn't be around so many little people, unknown. Not everyone is going to be on your side during the building process, and that is fine. While you are putting down the building blocks or the foundation, you have many onlookers who see you are working, but say nothing and do nothing when they could have helped you by pitching in. You will have people who see you trying to build something and say the entire time that you are doing it wrong, even if they have no idea what you are building. People who don't know the plan or your purpose will try to question not only what you are doing, but also you as a person. The building process is often the most grueling part of becoming your best self, because not only do you have others constantly doubting you, but you may also start to doubt yourself. You may start to doubt yourself because you're not seeing the results as fast as you had hoped, or that every time you make a step forward, it's like something happens that pushes you 5 steps backwards, which has happened to me countless times, and I'm sure it will continue to happen. People will always have something to say. Oftentimes people enjoy discussing shortfalls and gossip over something positive and heartwarming that happened. When you make a mistake or fall short, keep it to yourself or with someone you trust. I believe you should actually keep track of your failures or even the negative comments people have made while you were in the building process. Why? Because you have successfully built something and they will now start to speak positively about you and your potential. By keeping track, you will be able to easily see who was truly on your side, who was against you, and lastly, who wants to jump on the bandwagon now that you are making progress. Use a tracker like my accomplishments workbook, the ultimate progress tracker, in a celebration to your success, and especially the small successes for when you can't exactly share your baby step progress on a major goal yet. To keep track of everything that has gone your way while working toward your goal or goals, shop the accomplishments workbook today and start keeping track of all your progress and accomplishments today. One day or day one, you decide. Unknown. Tip 3, be flexible. Intelligence isn't the ability to adapt to change. Stephen Hawking. On this journey of taking back control of your life, you have to be on understanding that everything will not go your way. Having the ability to adapt and innovate on the spot to constant changes, especially when something has fallen through, is truly a superpower. Everyone writes on their resumes that they are flexible or adaptable to changes, but are they really? A great way to tell if you are truly adaptable to change is when the world had the biggest shift in my lifetime, and that was COVID-19. So many people lost their jobs, home, cars, and family members. If someone lost their job like me, they had to think of new and innovative ways to pay their bills. Some got by through delivering food and groceries, and some joined OnlyFans. I'm not judging, because when your back is against the wall, sometimes you do things that you never thought you would do just to feed your family and keep a roof over your head. And of course, when they finally received a form of assistance like the stimulus check, they then stretched and came up with new and creative ways to maximize the money that they received. Now, everyone didn't do that with their stimulus check, which is fine, of course, but I do know that when someone sees someone else doing a lot with the same amount that they received, they may feel slighted in some way because they weren't able to stretch their check in as many ways as someone else did, which in the end will hopefully make them reconsider exactly how they spend their money, and of course, make them think of other ways they too can become more flexible. Let him that will move the world first move himself, Socrates. Share this awesome episode with someone you know who needs it to help them rise to be who they want to be. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what tip you'll be using in your life. I'd hate for you to miss the next episode. Watch next week's episode early by joining the Patreon for exclusive content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/risingtobe. Now let's get into our next tip. Tip 4, be brave. Be brave, be bold, and be hungry enough to want to fight for a change in your life. It's going to take a lot of grit, but I can assure you it will be worth it in the end. Confidence has to be fueled and replenished. Why? Because there will always be something or someone that slightly or completely depletes your confidence in yourself and what you are building. The bravest thing I have ever done was bet on myself last March when I lost my job due to COVID-19, expanding Rising to Be, which started as a blog and is now a YouTube channel and a podcast. Although it started as a vlog, it actually wasn't supposed to be, you see. I was afraid of what people thought of me on camera, and an even bigger fear of speaking in front of people, which I am still working on today. This journey has not been easy, but it took a lot of courage just to start. It took courage to film my first video, which took 2 entire days to film a 5-minute video. And then of course, once the video was done, I had to be brave enough to post that same video, which took 4 days to edit. Because although it took me 4 days, it was far from a masterpiece. I had to be brave to then share that video amongst everyone I know on social media. In order to change your life, you're going to have to be brave more than once. But it's up to you on whether or not it's worth it. The choice is yours. If we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living. Gail Sheehy.
Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I just want to share the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day comes from
YouTube commenter KG Beauty Within, the midwife dreamer. Very good tips. Thanks so much for your comment, KG Beauty Within, the midwife dreamer.
Want to be featured as the next comment of the day? Simply leave a comment on a YouTube video or leave a review on wherever you listen to podcasts. Now back to the show.
So let's do a quick recap just in case you missed a tip. 1, be more selfish. 2, forget about what they think. 3, be flexible. And 4, be brave. Remember, as we rise to be, we are becoming who we want to be. I am Christina B rising, and I will always be rising. Watch next week's episode early by joining my Patreon for exclusive and early access content. There's 3 tiers to choose from at patreon.com/risingtobe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so that more people like you can have access to content like this. If you have an episode idea on what you would like to see, let me know down below in the comments or in your podcast review, and I'll see you in my next episode. Check out the upcoming playlist filled with content to help you keep rising to be who you want to be. Bye, risers.
Do you want even more Rising to Be in your life? Then join the Rising to Be Patreon. It helps you support the channel and other forms of content. There's 3 tiers to choose from, starting as low as $4. So here's a breakdown of Tier 1. You get access to the monthly wallpapers for your computer and phone to keep you motivated and inspired all month long. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, and of course you get a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 2 has access to monthly wallpapers. You get to choose 1 monthly video topic, early access to videos, and of course a Patreon shout out in my next video. Tier 3 has access to the monthly wallpapers. They get to choose 2 monthly video topics and 1 podcast topic. Early access to videos and podcasts, a Patreon shout-out in my next video, and of course exclusive access to my printable collection from my Etsy store, risingtobe. And it's only available through Patreon and Etsy, so this is something you really want to jump on. There are 3 tiers to choose from. I plan on adding even more as we go along. So I hope you'll consider joining the Patreon Risers. Keep rising to be who you want to be.
Follow me on Instagram at risingtobe for motivational content. Join the Rising to Be Facebook group to get updates on Rising to Be. Follow me on Pinterest at Rising to Be for several boards of inspiration and motivation. Join the Patreon so that you can watch next week's video or listen to the next podcast at patreon.com/Rising to Be.